Hello, I'm speaking to you from Ranikhet, a very small town in the Indian Himalayas where I live and where I do all my writing. And my new novel, All the Lives We Never Lived, was also written right here. And this novel has recently been translated into Romanian by Humanitas. The novel is about a man trying to make sense of why his mother abandoned him when he was just 9 years old and why she ran away to Bali with a German artist named Walter Spies. Mishkin Rosario, my protagonist, is writing in the 90s but recalling events that happened mainly in the 20s, 30s, and 40s in both India and Bali. And the novel mingles historical and fictional characters. One of the characters in the novel, the one of the most prominent historical characters in the novel, is of course Walter Spies, the great German genius who could compose music, painted. His main identity is as a painter, but he also built museums in Bali, and he left Germany because he sensed the growth of the right wing there. And so he stowed away on a ship to Java and built a life for himself in Bali. And this is where my heroine, Gayatri, runs away to and joins his community, thinking that she will bring Mishkin to her. But just as now with the pandemic, we find that we cannot really decide very much about our own lives. The war sweeps into their lives like a kind of minefield of disasters, and she feels increasingly isolated and alone and has to come to grips with the whole situation of being alone and stranded in a foreign country during a crisis. I won't tell you all the novel, but one of the things that I discovered in course of the research, which involved me reading memoirs and letters and so on, was a novel by my own aunt, Maitreyi Levi, which had been lying around the house for as long as I can remember, but I had never read it. I remember when it came out in the 70s, I was a young girl, and I remember it caused a scandal in our family. And this is because Maitreyi Levi, when she was 16 years old, uh, she had fallen in love with the Romanian scholar Mircea Eliade. Mircea Eliade had come as a young man to study Sanskrit and philosophy with Maitreyi Levi's father, and he lived in their house. The two of them studied together. An attraction grew between them, and in her novel, Maitreyi Levi writes about the whole affair as well as the brutal breaking up of it by her father, the nervous breakdown that followed, and then her marriage to my uncle, which turned out to be a very happy one. And then she talks about going to Chicago as quite an old woman and meeting Eliade again after all these years. But as I read about the young Maitreyi Levi, I discovered so many parallels between her uh, struggle to find her own identity and to find her own place in the world, and the struggle of Gayatri, Mishkin's mother, of, of the same kind, that I translated some parts of the novel and they entered mine so that Maitreyi Devi's character and my Gayatri are talking to each other over the years and trying to puzzle out and tease out answers to the same questions. Maybe the book will leave you with a lot of questions, maybe it won't, but I do hope you will read it and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.